Understanding the phrase, wave down a taxi. Hello everyone, and welcome to our English language learning series. Today, we're going to explore the phrase, wave down a taxi. This is a common expression used in English-speaking countries, and knowing how to use it can be very helpful, especially if you're traveling. So, let's dive in and understand what it means and how to use it correctly. The phrase, wave down a taxi, consists of two main parts, wave down and a taxi. To wave down means to make a physical gesture with your hand or arm to attract someone's attention, usually a driver in this context. And a taxi refers to a vehicle that you can hire to take you from one place to another. So, when put together, wave down a taxi means making a gesture to get the attention of a taxi driver so that they will stop for you. You would use this phrase in situations where you need a ride and there are taxis nearby. The common way to wave down a taxi is by standing on the sidewalk, looking for a taxi, and then raising your arm and waving your hand when you see one. It's important to make sure the taxi driver can see you and that you are in a safe place where the taxi can stop. In different English-speaking countries, the way you wave down a taxi might vary slightly. For instance, in some cities, it's more common to find a taxi at a designated taxi stand, whereas in others, hailing a taxi on the street is more usual. Additionally, in some places, you might need to make a more pronounced waving gesture, while in others, a simple hand raise is enough. Let's practice using the phrase in some sentences. 1. I was late for my meeting, so I had to wave down a taxi on the street. 2. It's hard to wave down a taxi during rush hour because they're all occupied. 3. When you're in New York, you'll see many people trying to wave down taxis. Thank you for joining us in this lesson on the phrase, wave down a taxi. We hope you now feel more confident in understanding and using this phrase in your daily conversations, especially if you find yourself needing a taxi. Remember, practice makes perfect. So don't hesitate to use this phrase whenever you have the opportunity. Happy learning, and see you in our next video.